welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Hope everybody's doing great. It's Thursday, February 28th. Currently it's 51 degrees. High today's going to be 58. Boy, it was warm yesterday. It felt so good. Chance of rain, 35%. And winds are at 8 miles per hour right now, so it's getting a little gusty. Okay, today there will be a taste test with Mike. If you remember the Kroger haul, I got this, I think it's called Love Crunch. It's granola, and it's made by, what is that company? Nature's Path, I believe it is. But we got that at Kroger. I had I believe it was, I had an Ibotta rebate, and it might have been on sale too. I got a really good deal on it. And I'll be trying that later on today. So check that out. And I'm not sure what's for dinner. We're really trying to run our frozen foods down, you know, use them up a lot. And I mean, there's stuff left, but I didn't thaw anything out. I might have some, I still got I got a whole slab of salmon. I'd rather have that when I have some other good things to go with it. But I've still got a pack of that Gorton's little square fillets. I think they're cod. They're really good. Might have some of that with something else. We don't have any slaw or anything like that. I don't know. But I might fix that anyway with some vegetables. Okay. So, jokes of the day. The Marx brothers seldom spoke of their embarrassing cousin, Skid Marks. Harold and Jack are about to rob a bank. Harold says, "All right, Jack, now here's what to do. Go into that bank with this gun and this bag. Hold the gun on the teller and tell her to put all the money in the bag. Then run back out before the cops show up. Meanwhile, I'll be out here in the car taking all the chances." Jack says, "Now wait a minute, Harold. If I'm the one running in there with the gun in the bag, getting the money and running back out before the cops show up, how are you the one taking all the chances?" Harold replies, "Because I can't drive." So how's he gonna? Ain't gonna make a good getaway if he doesn't even know how to drive. The thought of the day is from Jerry Seinfeld, real funny guy. According to most studies, people's #1 fear is public speaking. Never has really bothered me that much. I've had to do it when I was in management of Coca-Cola and stuff. It really, I got a little nervous, but not very much, really. I don't know why. It never seemed to bother me. According to most studies, people's #1 fear is public speaking. #2 is death. Excuse me. That means to the average person, if you have to go to a funeral, you're better off in the casket than doing the eulogy. That's funny. Okay. Where did I see it? I saw one I thought might be, it might be a good one. Let's go to take quiz for trivia time. Okay, which actor stars as a fishing boat captain in The Perfect Storm? And we saw that it's been about a month ago now. I mean, we've seen it before. We saw it when it first came out, and like once or twice more after that, and then it was like about a month ago we saw it. Great movie though. So which was a fishing boat captain in The Perfect Storm? George Clooney, Leonardo DiCaprio, Harrison Ford, Al Pacino. I'm just picturing all these guys as in that, in that character, and I just can't see Al Pacino. I just can't see him as the captain of the boat. I don't know. Maybe he would be okay with it, but okay. It was good old George Clooney. And have y'all seen that latest commercial of Nescafe or whatever it is? He's part owner of that company, is what I heard. I guess that's why he's in so many commercials. But he's looking kind of on in his years. I'm wondering. I hadn't noticed how, or I hadn't had Logan check or something. I'd like to kind of know how old he is now, because all of a sudden in that last one when he's in like a trench coat thing, and he's got a hat on, he just looks older. I mean, really older all of a sudden. So I don't know. I mean, everybody gets older, yeah, but it just all of a sudden seemed like he looks older than he did. Okay, so yes, it's George Clooney. The Perfect Storm is a 2000, so it was 2000 American biographical disaster drama film decorated by. I can't even read this today. It's so small. I can make it bigger. Directed by Wolfgang Peterson and based on the 1997 nonfiction book of the same name by Sebastian Gunger. Okay. Which of these famous U.S. warships was turned into a museum? USS Saratoga, USS Nevada, USS Iowa, USS Maine. Turned into a museum. I know I've actually even seen this, I believe. And I can't remember the name of it. Oh, okay. Saratoga, Nevada, Iowa, Maine. I'm going to go with Iowa. Yay, that's right. I was sitting there trying to think of which one it was in that. USS Iowa is a retired battleship, the lead ship of her class, and the fourth in the United States Navy to be named after the state of Iowa. It's telling all kinds of what it did in the war and all this. In which movie does Will Smith play Captain Stephen Hiller? Enemy of the State, Suicide Squad, Independence Day, Men in Black. All good movies. All good movies. I don't think he was in the latest Suicide Squad. I'm pretty sure, because I remember saying something to Logan. He wasn't in that one. I could be wrong, but anyway, I think it was. He was actually a captain in Independence Day. Right. The aliens are coming, and their goal is to invade and destroy Earth. Fighting superior technology, humankind's best weapon is the will to survive. Independence Day is an epic adventure film released in 1996. Has it been that long? And Will played Captain Steve Hiller. Bill Pullman is president. Jeff Goldblum is David Levinson. Mary McDonnell stars as Marilyn Whitmore. Captain America first appeared in comics during which conflict? Vietnam War, American Civil War, World War II, World War I. Okay, I think I've seen all the... I love Marvel. I love all the movies, all the characters. Probably because I used to love comic books. I don't know whatever happened to them. Mom probably put them in a box and sold them one day or something at a garage sale. I mean, I didn't. I wish I'd had them now. They're probably worth something. But same thing with my ball cards and stuff like that. Just got gone. In which conflict? So I would say World War II, according to the movies. Yeah. Captain America is a superhero appearing in the American comic books published by Marvel Comics. Captain America was designed as a patriotic super soldier who often fought the Axis powers of World War II and was Timely Comics' most popular character during wartime period. Yeah, in the movie they did have this little, and I don't see how they did it. They had this little scrawny guy, but his face looked like the guy that plays Captain America. And, you know, I guess they did it with computers or something. Even, I don't see how they could get that far back. How far was it? when they did that first one. They probably did have computer, imaging or something. Because all of a sudden they gave him this stuff and put him in this thing, and he was like real buff after that all of a sudden. Okay. Which U.S. Navy captain's last words were, "Don't give up the ship"? John Barry, James Lawrence, Oliver Hazard Perry, Chester W. Nimitz. Don't give up the ship. Wow, I don't know for sure. Oliver Hazard Perry, John Barry, James Lawrence. I don't know. I just want to say James Lawrence. That's right. I got kind of lucky. I couldn't remember for sure about this. James Lawrence, October 1, 1781, and died June 14, 1813, was an officer of the United States Navy during the War of 1812. He commanded USS Chesapeake in a single action. Well, anyway, he said, "Don't give up the ship." I'd be reading for a while before I got to that part. What was famous ocean explorer Jacques Cousteau's ship called? And we will now go down below the sea and find the alleged mermaid. I remember this show. We love this show. And they got this new one on. Y'all, check out this show. I don't know what channel it's on right now. It's called The Americas. It's a 10-part series. And Tom Hanks Tom Hanks narrates it. And it's fantastic. We saw like the first one. I believe it was yesterday or the day before. Definitely a great series there. Just off the subject, but I thought I'd mention it. Okay, what was his ship called? Odyssey, Calypso, Poseidon, Hydra. And I believe, if I remember correctly, we are now entering the Calypso. That's right. Okay, in Malta, Jacques Yves Cousteau discovered a former Royal Navy minesweeper that had been converted to a ferry named Calypso. And he just starts talking about different things. Now I think his son does stuff like that. Which of these was a Navy vessel that Lieutenant James Cook commanded? It was a Navy vessel. HMS Endurance, RMS Lusitania, HMS Victory, HMS Endeavor. James Cook. Okay, I've read about him before. I'm tied between two of them. I might get this wrong. I think it's the Endeavor. Right. Hold on. Now, the stuff I read doesn't pop up until after you make your choice of, answer. HMS Endeavour was a British Royal Navy research vessel that Lieutenant James Cook commanded to Tahiti, New Zealand, and Australia on his first voyage of discovery from 1768 to 1771. Okay, and then it's got a lot more about it. Which expedition first circumnavigated the Earth? Francisco Pizarro, Henry Hudson, Vasco de Balboa, Ferdinand Magellan. Whose expedition? First. Wow, I don't really know for sure about this one. I'm tied between two once again. But I'm going to say Magellan. That's right. I also was thinking of this Vasco de Balboa. Ferdinand Magellan, 1480 to 1521, was a Portuguese explorer who is credited with masterminding the first expedition to circumnavigate the world. Was sponsored by Spain to travel west across the Atlantic in search of the East Indies, and he became the first. Okay, that's 8. I haven't got any wrong so far. And we haven't had to switch any, so that's good. Which European explorer spent 25 years in Asia? Marco Polo, James Cook, Roald Amundsen, Ferdinand Magellan. Amundsen spent 25 years in Asia. Which European explorer? Wow. European, though. Is Marco Polo, was he European, though? I don't think it was Magellan. He was too busy, you know, on the sea. I've heard of Amundsen before. Of Cook, we were just talking about. I'm going with Marco Polo. Right. That's right. Marco Polo was a Venetian merchant and adventurer who traveled from Europe to Asia, 1271 to 1295, remaining in China for 17 of those years, and whose the Million, known as in English as the Travels of Marco Polo. Just talking about literature now. One more. What explorer named the Pacific Ocean? Christopher Columbus, James Cook, Marco Polo, Ferdinand Magellan. You know, I don't know this one. I don't think it was Marco. James Cook, we just talked about. It was like wartime stuff or something. I don't know if it was in the war about James Cook. Anyway, I'm just talking to myself. I want to say Magellan. I mean, Columbus, he came, I guess, from the other side. That's the Atlantic, I'm pretty sure. So Magellan went all the way around. Right. So I'm just, you know, that's how I was trying to deduce that. The name of the Pacific Ocean dates back to the 16th century. The name was given by Portuguese navigator Ferdinand Magellan after his crew set sail from Spain in 1519 and hoped to find the Spice Islands on a western route to gain fame and fortune. But anyway, he named it. Okay. I got them all right today. 10 right, none wrong. And didn't have to skip one question. I think they were all great questions. And I still learned some things. Even when I know the answer, I still learned some things from the reading of it. So, of what, you know, it says at the bottom. So, anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed today's trivia time and morning coffee break. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button right there. Also, subscribe if you haven't already and share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great day, and God bless.